Dear Mamou is here to give you inspiration, hope, and increased faith plus love.
When putting together the design of your new home or office, it's always important to have the right look or feel by choosing the right pieces that go into it.
I love it when I would see it, yung labor of love mo, ang tagal mong tinarabaho, I saw it constructed, and then now you see people flowing into your workstations. Beautiful.
Good evening, mga kamamo! It's another Sunday night again, and here we are. We are here to entertain you, to lift up your spirit, and we are on our Season 2, Episode 4. And tonight, it's very, very exciting because it's another night of miracle healing. And the love of God, that God is still in the business of miracle healing. Last week, nagbalik si Mamou at ang pinag-usapan ay ang aking COVID journey. So, if you want to watch it again, for those that were not able to watch last Sunday, pwede niyong tignan ulit at mapanood nyo sa YouTube and then sa Facebook Live. And bago natin ipakilala ang ating very handsome guest, celebrity handsome guest, I want to thank Mita Orient for sponsoring our prizes for our paraffle tonight. Tonight, we are gonna have 3 paraffles. O, di ba exciting? Kasi last Sunday, hindi na natin naibigay yung paraffle because sa kwento ng Miracle ni Mamou, ang haba na. So, we have very limited time but we exhausted. Hi, Allen! How are you? Si Allen ay siya yung sa Aspiring Magazine. So, ayan, maraming salamat, Elise, Doktora Elise Sonza, and of course, ang ating other sponsor is VM Design Furniture. Yan, yung napanood nyo kanina na video. Ayan, yan yung mga furniture ni VM Design. And we're on to introducing more modern concepts and design. So, ayan, exciting, exciting. O, hindi ko na pahabain yung aking intro because I'm sure you're very excited. You're very excited to meet our celebrity guest, and of course, meron tayong letter sender. And our letter sender for tonight ay, ayan, mamaya ipapakilala natin siya. Ipa-flash yan ni Direct Bench. Hi, Direct Bench. And so, ayan, Direct Bench, pakilala na natin ang ating celebrity guest.
Our guest for tonight is Mr. Lance Raymundo. He is an actor, singer, brand ambassador and a model. He is known for Ang Paglilitis ni Andres Bonifacio, 2010, Gemini, 2014, and Beast, 2015. Lance is the son of beauty queen and actress Nina Zaldua. He was the lead character in the first episode of the hit Singapore horror TV series Incredible Tales, Season 5, hosted by VJ Ut. The Singaporean crew shot the episode in the Philippines. He was the lead actor at Ang Nursery, an official entry to the 2009 Cinemalaya Film Festival. Way back 2014, a drastic accident happened to Lance. When an 80-pound barbell fell on him, crushing his nose and middle face during a workout. No, we would like to know how he survived and increased his faith after the accident. Live on Dear Mamou V, let us welcome Mr. Lance Raymundo.
Ayan, mga kamamo. Sa intro pa lang, I'm so blessed already. Punong-puno na ako. So, let's welcome Mr. Lance Raymundo. Yay!
Hello, good
Hi,
evening.
Lance. Good evening.
Good evening to all the viewers, all your fans who are watching tonight. Thank you for joining us. You know, you look good, Mamou V. Pumayat kayo. You're looking slimmer. Tapos yung mga angulo ng mukha mo is more pang magazine.
Thank you, Lance.
And you're looking very good.
Baka ito yung after effect, binless ako ng after effect ng COVID. Kasi for like 3 weeks, wala akong gana kumain eh. 14 days, wala akong appetite, nothing. Walang ganang kumain. So, pwede pala, payatin pa natin para magkaroon ng contour.
Compared to the last time I saw you, which was during the Ganap TV Awards, looks like you probably lost 15 pounds or 20 pounds. So, mas bumata kayo.
Thank you naman, Lance.
Yeah.
And of course, di ba? Let's talk about it. Kasi when I look at your face, wala talaga akong pakitang parang walang nagbago. Parang mas lalo ka pang gumawa po. Teka muna. Direct Bench, parang may naririnig akong cracking. What is it? There is a certain crack.
Earphones?
No, I'm not using earphone. But there's a certain cracking in direct bench. Ano kaya yan? Yan, wala na.
Whenever you talk, meron po ng konti.
So pag ako ang nagsasalita, meron. Wait lang ha. Tanggalin natin yan.
Yeah.
Tanggalin natin yan kasi
Para fresh, di ba?
para
Ayan. Naku.
Mamou, naka-mute na kayo. Mamou. Mamou, naka-mute.
Yeah, she's on mute.
Okay, is that better?
Parang may parang may nag-type.
Parang may kumakain, may nagta-type or something. Sino kaya?
Ala. Ayan, ang dami na nating viewers.
Okay, wow. Salamat naman for sharing. At,
yeah, thank you so much, Aspire Magazine, for the support.
From Aspire Magazine are also here tonight supporting us. So, to the Aspire family, thank you for being here.
Yes, Aspire Magazine. Thank you, Ian. Oh, meron na naman siya. Oh my gosh. Teka lang, let me see. Bakit kaya may ganyan? Ayan. May
Only when you talk.
Ano kaya yan? Direct bench, ano kaya yan? Is it mine?
I think, parang meron kayong ano, Mamou, parang meron kayong ibang device, baka...
No, pinatay ko na. I killed it already.
Kanina wala.
Actually,
kanina wala naman, di ba?
When I talk, wala, no?
Wala. Kay Mamou talaga, kay Mamou.
Si Mamou bilang.
Mamou, may kasama kayo iba.
Pwede bang mag-leave ako and then I'll go back?
Yeah, sure.
Di ba? I'll leave first para na mawala.
Yan.
But anyway, everybody, welcome to the Mamou episode 4. No? This is episode 4 of season 2, and I'm really glad to be a part of this. We were talking about this probably a couple of months ago na mag-guest ako, but of course, unfortunately, nagka-COVID si Mamou, but with the grace of God, as we could see, not only did she recuperate, gumanda pa lalo at bumata, diba, Bench?
Wow, grabe. Alam, meron pa rin. Hindi kaya sa akin.
Baka ikaw.
Wala ka naman headset, Lance, diba?
No, wala.
Oh my. Ano kaya yun?
But it's fine. If ever, I'm sure people naman can, grasp
Yeah.
Diba?
Oo.
But anyway,
iba talaga pag live, Kasi like kanina, nag-guest ako sa isang show sa Scotland. Parang we had a problem din sa internet connection eh.
Every time it's live talaga, we could expect especially nowadays na lahat ng mga tao nasa bahay lang, so everybody's using the internet, so medyo yung mga linya isn't as perfect as it was during GCQ.
Hi Allen, thank you kay John Guarnes sa napakaganda kong outfit for tonight.
Hello Ian.
Yeah.
Thanks
So
for the night,
so Mamou is back.
Ayan, here she is. Welcome back, Mamou.
Ikaw na nag-host. Welcome back. Okay, so as we go along, tell us the story. Very short lang of the story, and then we will introduce our letter sender. It's interesting yung mga tanong niya sa iyo eh. Kasi this is a man of big faith din, yung ating letter sender. Ayan.
Story
okay,
to me.
Yes. Kasi we were supposed to do it last month pa, nung anniversary ng incident, diba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was preparing for a role, no. I was asked to play Jesus Christ para sa Sinakulo. And ako naman bilang dedicated actor, I really wanted to portray him as perfectly as possible. So gusto ko pati yung katawan ko para si Cristo. So I went to the gym and told the trainer to train me. Pinakita ko yung crucifix. Sabi ko, I want to look like this. So on the first day of the training, na-aksidente nga ako kasi yung trainer natisod siya habang nakahiga ako. So yung 105-pound barbell na nakasabit sa taas accidentally fell on my face.
Oh.
Ako, sobrang sama pala ng impact na as in talagang nabaon yung barbell this deep.
Oh.
But bago ako ni-rush sa emergency room, yung kinikwento ko nga kay Ginger Conejero kanina, I told the trainer, sabi ko, Coach, pinapatawad na kita because you didn't want this to happen. And sabi ko pa, in case I don't make it, in case kasamaang palad mamatay ako, wag naman masira buhay mo kasi di mo naman ginusto to eh, di ba?
Yes,
when I
yes.
was able to forgive him, doon nagsimula yung milagro. Kasi when you forgive someone, lahat ng sama ng loob mo, lahat ng galit, lahat ng regret, nabibitawan mo, di ba? And when you release all the negativity, positivity comes in. And when positivity comes in, even the body cooperates with you. So yung daloy ng dugo ko, I could have died of blood loss, but because I was calm after forgiving, mas mabilis nag-subside yung mga sugat ko. And that really helped me also in recuperating.
Wow, wonderful. You know, yeah, grabe. You know, forgiveness. Okay, that's actually later, that's my word. Because the miracles happen when you forgive.
Yeah.
Talagang yung nag-o-open ang heaven is for the person that is forgiving. That's a very powerful testimony, Lance.
Yeah.
So mga kamamo, I hope that ngayon pa lang. Okay, go ahead, Lance.
It's forgiveness and love that really cured me. That's the biggest miracle. Kasi yung mga tao, akala nila, kasi visually, napakalaking milagro yung from being deformed, bumalik yung mukha ko, di ba?
Yeah.
But this could be explained by science, of course. But to find forgiveness in your heart, at the time na talagang mahirap ang patawad, I think that was when God really touched me. Kasi ako, I'm a regular guy, you know, di naman ako pare or anything. So I have normal emotions. But how was I able to find forgiveness that fast? So that's where I really owe God, parang my gratitude na He inspired me to be more forgiving than humans regularly are, diba?
Wow, that's really the love of God that came into your heart and then sumunod yung forgiveness. That's so powerful, mga kamamo. As early as this time, ayan na, may lessons learned na kaagad tayo. We're already inspired and I pray that it's not just an inspiration. Let's try to practice forgiveness. Love and forgiveness, practice na natin. Wag lang nating sabihin, ay oo, maganda yan. Forgiveness, love, maganda yan. Let's do it. Let's do it because we want to experience heaven because of the love and forgiveness. Hindi ba, Lance?
Yeah, of course, tayong mga tao sa mundo, may sarili-sarili tayong kwento sa buhay, di ba? It doesn't mean that if you can't forgive today, I'm better than you. Because depende yan, di ba? Like, so, kunwari kayo, there's an enemy that you wanted to forgive. Hindi mo pa 100% mabigay forgiveness mo, but the desire to forgive in itself is already one step, di ba? So, if you desire to forgive someone, you already make God happy, di ba? And eventually, in your own time, we don't judge how long it takes. Darating din yung araw na finally, buong puso mo mabibigay ang kapatawaran sa taong yun. So, it's a step-by-step experience per person. Maybe ako kasi, akala ko mamamatay na ako bukas. Na fast forward ko, nabigay ko agad lahat ng forgiveness, which I'm grateful for also, di ba?
Wow. And that means you're very quick-witted. Ang bilis ng ng responses mo, ang bilis ng auto-response mo, hindi ba? Because true, you cannot, it's a step. Ano yan, proseso yung forgiveness. First, you have to decide to forgive. And then, after you decide to forgive, Kasi it's here. A decision is in the brain, in the battlefield, dito sa isip natin. And then, it goes down. When you make that decision, it goes down to your heart.
That's true.
Ayan. Oo. So, when it comes to your heart, itudo na natin. Kasi, forgiving is not for somebody else. It is for ourselves. How wonderful. How very powerful. Yes, is there something do you want to add more, Lance?
And one more thing about forgiveness before we move forward to other topics. People are wondering kung paano ko natanggap yung naging mukha ko because after my accident, I was deformed. And then, yung doctor naman, hindi naman ako binigyan ng assurance kung makakabalik ba yung dati kong mukha. Everything, syempre, is hanging until we're there, right? Pero dahil nakapagpatawad ako, I became less materialistic. I became less attached to worldly things, which includes the physical appearance. So, maybe because my heart was more open, when I saw the mirror and I saw a deformed face, imbes na ma-depress ako, yung nakita ko is someone who's lucky to be alive. Kasi regardless of your face, kahit nasira yan, if you have a solid heart, if you're intelligent, if you know how to love, I don't think an ugly face would lessen your humanity or your potentials in society. So I told myself, kung hindi mabalik mukha ako, who could stop me from being the best citizen of this world? You know, I could be the president of the Philippines. I could be anything. I don't have to look good for that, diba? So it gave me the courage to just face the world. Akong ano man yung maging itsura ko. And so now, na nabalik ni God yung mukha ko through the help of the doctors, parang bonus na lang.
Wow! Nako, mga kamamo. You have to embrace this beautiful, beautiful sharing ni Lance. Can you imagine? He didn't care. He didn't care kung maibalik yung kanyang mukha. Ang importante kasi nabuhay siya. So whatever God is giving him. So when you surrender your flesh, the worldly desires of your heart, God will give you a gift and a bonus pa. Hindi ba, Lance?
Yeah, bonus to kasi hindi ko na to hiningi. So after my surgery, when I woke up, I wasn't expecting anything. Tapos nung humilom, tapos nakita ko yung sarili ko na hindi lang bumalik kasi actually parang na-enhance ko yung itsura ko. So I was like, wow, parang, it's more than you ask for. So sometimes si God, you don't even have to ask Him kasi alam na niya yung kailangan mo, di ba? Tapos binibigay naman sa inyo. So it just makes life so beautiful because if you really trust God, you don't have to keep on asking Him. You just have to thank Him every day. Kasi every day that we wake up, milagro na yun in itself, di ba?
Correct. Totoo yan, Lance. Alam mo, like you, this is my second life. And every day naman, even before pa, every day when I wake up, I give thanks, I praise Him. But now, nagdagdag na yung prayer ko. I say, Lord, thank you for another day. And Lord, I know that there is an added mission into my life. I pray that you will reveal that to me and let me walk into that additional destiny and purpose that you have for my life. Like you, Lance, hindi ba? I'm sure ang dami mong na-realize, ang daming revelation na ibinigay sa'yo ni God that you are a blessed person, na hindi ka kulang, sobra-sobra ka pa.
Yeah. And that's the reason why you have that special glow right now. Kasi like sinabi ko, you look younger, you look fresher, you also look happier, and that makes you even more beautiful. Kaya kitang-kita, kung yung mga tao hindi nila alam yung nangyari sa inyo, magulat din sila when they see you. Because this is a rejuvenated version of you, both physically and also spiritually.
Yes. Actually, kanina, I was fixing some spare parts kanina of the furniture that I am sending out. Tapos yung kapitbahay ko dito na very close kami, nakatalikod ako sa elevator lobby. Hindi ako pinansin. So ako yung bumati sa kanya, hello, So sabi niya, ay, tita, Mamou, hindi ko nakilala, ang payat mo, ang ganito mo. Sabi ko, oo, kasi ganito, ganyan. So, thank you naman. Sana ma-maintain ko naman to or even mapapapayat pa natin para mas maganda. Kasi alam mo, Lance, di ba, now we are in the entertainment industry. We are here to entertain and to speak to people and bless people with someone like you, the life that you have before and now. So we also have to take care of our bodies. We have to take care of how we look. Kasi ayaw naman nating hindi naman siguro tayo panonoorin kung ayaw nila yung nakikita nila sa screen, di ba? So, kaya it's our responsibility also. Like you said, mas na-enhance ka pa. So, ayun. Oh, which is true.
Yeah,
Mas
that's the reason for everything naman na binibigay ng Diyos sa atin. So, maybe He gave me this brand new packaging also because, you know, He wants me to be more out there, to talk about His goodness. So,
yes,
ginagamit ko naman for to glorify Him, lahat ng mga blessings na binibigay sa atin.
Yes, yes. And I tell you, Lance, the first time I saw you, parang ano ka lang, yung, hi, hello, tapos sabi sa akin, naku, sikat na sikat yan si Lance, ganyan, ganito, ganyan. Sabi ko, ay talaga, sabi ko, sorry kasi ano na 10 taon na wala na ako, walang TV. So, hindi ko na kabisado yung mga bagets na mga sikat-sikat. Sabi ko, sorry. So, when I was introduced to you, wala lang, chillax ka lang, cool ka lang. But when, you know, later on, as we would see each other every now and then, I saw that, uy, you're a warm person pala. Akala ko suplado, hindi pala. Very warm and very accommodating. So, ayun. And then, ayun, the rest is history na kasi nagkikita na tayo mayat-maya, hindi ba?
I have my parents to thank for also for pinalaki kami ng maayos, kami ni Kuya. My mom is probably watching right now.
Hi! Hello po!
So, hi Mom. They're having dinner in her own unit. So, thank you for raising me and Kuya very well. And si Dad nasa heaven na. Thank you, Daddy.
I can see that you're a maganda ang breed. Kasi, you know, when you look at a person, you would always, when I see someone that I appreciate and sumasaludo ako, you know, the first thing tinatanong ko, how's your mom, how's your dad? It's always the parents. I always give credit to the parents. So, good evening po sa mami ni Lance. And thank you po sa buhay ninyo. You're such a beautiful person. Hindi lang yung mukha nyo ang beauty queen, pati yung puso nyo, pati yung buong pagkatao ninyo. Such a beauty queen. Talagang deserving of the crown po kayo. God bless you more.
You. Mom's gonna really appreciate that. In case di niya nahanap ito ng live naman, mamaya, pag-akyat ko sa unit niya, for midnight snacks, papanoorin namin yung replay na to. So,
yes.
Kami, Mom. So, see you later, Mom.
Yay! And, so, okay. Alam ko marami ka pang pwedeng i-share. Ang dami-dami pala. So, I'd like to welcome Direct Bench. Pakilala natin yung ating letter sender because I saw her questions kanina. Talagang gumawa siya ng letter na, Dear Mamou V. So, Direct Bench, pakilala na natin ang ating letter sender. Direct Bench. So, itong yung ating letter sender, Lance, is, he's an executive of a telecom company. And I was praying, sino ang pwede natin maging letter sender? Yan na. Ayan.
Okay.
Let's welcome him. Ayan. Yan ang ating letter sender, si Joseph Lulab with his wife, si Dulce. And sila ay nanonood din ngayon. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Dulce. I'd like you to meet Lance. Ayan. There. So, direct bench, ayan na, let's put the question. Let's show the letter of Joseph para ma-bless pa tayong mas madami tonight kay Lance. Galing kay Lance. Ayan. Lance, mas magaling ako mag-English kaysa Managalog. Bulol-bulol ako pag nananagalog ako. Bisaya kasi.
Oh, that's why. All right.
That's why my Tagalog is Chaka.
You're from?
I'm from Mindanao. I'm from
Mindanao,
Agusan. Yes. Ayan. Question number 1. Considering that you are at your peak when the gym incident happened, did it came to your mind to question God?
Luckily, like I said, I was raised in a very wholesome environment and a very God-fearing environment also. I never questioned God actually, because I grew up always accepting to myself that whatever happens sa buhay natin happens for a reason,
Okay.
whether good or bad. So, of course, what happened to me was very bad, no, and very traumatic. But I also know that hindi naman papayagan ni God mangyari sa akin ito kung hindi ko kakayanan. And if, because my motto in my life, for every tragic event that happens to you, if you deal with it using forgiveness, faith, hope, and love, it's in your own personal power to turn that tragedy into a triumph. So I found my way out of it. So I never questioned God. If there was a question na tinanong ko kay God, it's more like, how can I transform this into something good? How can I glorify you? And how can I spread your goodness through this experience of mine? And I really thank Him na yun mismo ang nagawa ko right after my accident.
Wow, wonderful mga kamamo. Mga kamamo, kailangan balik-balikan nyo itong episode na to. Kasi kahit ako balik-balikan ko to. Yes, I am a God-fearing person, but there are many instances when you are in the midst of something that is not expected and something that is not wholesome and that makes you uncomfortable, that puts your life at risk, or something that is undesirable and not likable. We have that tendency to have that kind of attitude. So that's, kumbaga, the way you react. And
Yeah.
it's very laudable the way that you, Lance, reacted. So that only shows the kind of heart that you have. So direct bench, go on.
One more thing about that before we move on. Kasi sa tanong, di ba, he was telling me I was at my peak of my career. We shouldn't let our career define our person. So I'm not all about being Lance Raymundo the actor. That's not the definition of me. I'm also Lance Raymundo the son, the brother, di ba? The mentor. So it doesn't mean when one part of me dies, the whole of me dies, di ba? So nung nawala yung possibility na maging artista pa ako, kasi kung forever sira yung mukha ko, of course, the showbiz side of me is dead, no? But that doesn't kill me in totality. Kaya hindi ako nawala ng pag-asa.
Wow. Oh my. Ang puso ko, sobrang puno-puno. Question number 2, Lance. With all the commotion of that time, why did it came to your mind to tell your training that you forgive him?
Because I actually thought at that moment, I was gonna die. Kasi sa sobrang lakas ng impact, the truth is, I was struggling to stay intact sa body ko. Would you believe, at one point, parang bumukas na yung ceiling, then something was pulling me out of my body. I was literally dying. So I was struggling to stay inside my body that time.
Ooh.
It's hard to explain. And of course, we have audiences from different school of religions and faith. But then, maybe death is the same for everybody. But I really felt that coming. And I didn't want to leave this world with, unfinished business. And I also thought, kawawa naman yung trainer kung mamatay ako without granting him forgiveness. For the rest of his life, he's going to be a miserable person. So naisip ko pa, nakawawa naman to. So I called for him. I was like, Coach, if I die, know that this is not your fault. Continue living, but just do your best and be more careful. And most importantly, I forgive you and I release you from any baggages. So it made life good for him and me also.
Grabe, that's really so powerful. Even itong second time na sinasabi mo kanina, narinig ko that, you know, the power of the love and the forgiveness. You know, Lance, I just realized the reason why you were able to right away forgive because you have such a beautiful heart. Your heart is full of love. Because if your heart is not full of love, it would have been very, very difficult for somebody to do that right away. Right away.
I'm fortunate na naging ganun din yung yung buhay ko. That's why some people who can't forgive, I can't judge them kasi di natin alam kung anong pinagdaanan nila sa buhay. So we can't say na this person is bad kasi he can't forgive kasi we don't know naman. Baka ang dami ding hirap dinanas ng taong yun. So iba-iba talaga per person.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes.
We should never judge one another because we're all, different people, diba?
As we are talking about forgiveness, very quickly lang, the Bible says that, di ba, the Bible asks, may nagtanong yung disciple ni Jesus, Lord, how many times should we forgive? And the Lord says, 77 times. Now, mga kamamo, all our viewers, let me speak in English so that even our international viewers can understand. So, the disciple of Jesus asked, Lord, how many times shall we forgive? And the Lord says 77 times. He says 77 times because the number 7 is the number of eternity.
Yes.
Meaning, we forgive for as long as we are asked for forgiveness, for as long as we should be able to forgive. So countless yan in eternity because that's the meaning of the answer of 77. Next, when we forgive, we are freed. It is our freedom. It has nothing to do with whoever is right or wrong. Some people would say, why will I forgive? You wronged me. You are wrong. I am right. But mga kamamo, mga kaganap, friends all over the globe, when you forgive, it is your freedom, not the person that you have forgiven. So when you forgive, it is because you want to enjoy the freedom from hatred, the freedom from hurt, the freedom from pain, the freedom of unhappiness, the freedom from bitterness, lahat, all of it that is not of God. You are being freed from it. So it is very important that we need to forgive every single day, which is why the Lord says, my forgiveness, my grace, my favor, my mercies are fresh every single day so that we can get it fresh every single day. You know why? Because we always commit a sin every single day because we are sinful by nature. And tonight, si Lance is displaying a heart that is full of love, ready to forgive. Can you imagine? The trainer didn't even ask for forgiveness, but he offered the forgiveness right away. No questions asked, no ifs, no buts. And that's very, very powerful. And that reflects the kind of life that he lives. And look at him now. Di ba, Lance?
That's true. Thank you. Thank you for the nice words.
Yes. So our question number 3, I love it. How did you have that heart to forgive your training at that very instant when the incident happened? Would you like to answer that again? I think you have addressed that earlier.
It's a simple answer. That's the reason why I call it a miracle, and that's why I'm really thankful to God because that is a miracle. It's a difficult thing to do, and I couldn't even imagine how I did it. I'm a very kind person, but it's still hard to forgive when everything was taken away from you, you know? But sometimes when goodness touches your heart, you just change. And you could, that's why that moment, some magic from heaven touched me and goes like, you can forgive. And when you forgive, you know if it's from the heart or sinasabi lang ng mouth eh. But when I
Yeah.
give it, it comes straight from my heart and my soul. So that's something that's hard to explain, and I just thank God for it. It's a gift.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm not
Grabe.
claiming any credit for it. I'm not saying I'm a really good guy, kaya nagawa ko yun. I'm just a really blessed guy that God touched me that moment.
And you know, Lance, when a person is a good person, the person will never say he's a good person. The person who's not a good person is the person who says, you know, mabait ako eh. I'm a good person. Ah, when I hear that from someone who tells me, you know, I'm a good person, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, you're a good person. And why are we in argument if you're a good person? You know, it's classic lang, di ba? Very classic. So let us go to the fourth question. Direct bench. Siguro si Direct Bench, pag nilagay na niya, if he moves this to YouTube, they won't, the noises will not be there. Number 4, what struggles did you encounter after the incident, and what did you do to overcome those struggles?
All the struggles that I was experiencing is the struggle of uncertainty, of course. Because when my face got deformed, it wasn't just my face, no. My left eye was getting dimmer by the day, so I had the prospect of being blind. Also, I couldn't walk straight. Yung equilibrium ko tinamaan din, so I had problems with my balance. So in short, I was faced with the uncertainty of living the rest of my life as a disabled person. And when you're surrounded by uncertainty, if you're not strong, no, it makes you very vulnerable. It could give you depression or you know. But that's why I'm so glad that I have a strong support system. My family was there, my friends, showing me that they're gonna love me and accept me no matter what. So that kept me strong. And so that's why I want to share it to the people now. Because what's happening with the world right now with COVID, it also gives the world a sense of uncertainty, right? We
Yes.
don't know what tomorrow will bring us, what next year will bring us. But if we're one solid unit as citizens of this world, at nagtutulungan tayo and we support one another rather than putting each other down, no matter what the future gives us, we'll have the strength to survive it, diba? So that was what kept me strong during my times of uncertainty. So I just told myself, I'll just claim na maybe I'm never gonna look normal. Maybe I'm never gonna walk. So how do I live a world, a life when I can't walk and when I'm deformed? So that was what dun ko tinuon yung concentration ko on how to be effective in spite of my limitations.
Wow. Wow. But look at you now. Ooh, you're soaring like an eagle. You know what? Let me just parallel that with what happened to us just last month, me and my daughter.
Yes.
It was me and my daughter that had COVID, and there's no one here in the house because our yaya was on maternity leave. It's a good thing she's on maternity leave because if she was here, then she would also be infected.
Yeah.
And then Guapo, my grandson, was also in his dad's place. So anyway, we couldn't. We were very weak because we had pneumonia. If I travel from my bed to my bathroom, I get so very, very weak. I can't breathe. So nobody will cook food for us. But praise God, you know what, Lance? That was also a test. That 3 weeks we're on our 4th week. It was a test of friendships and relationships
Yeah.
that is true and true love from the people that we have in our lives. So do you know that from day one, well, I've never spent any single cent for food. Food came in from day one, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And you know, when you have COVID, you don't have appetite, so there's so much food, but you can only eat so little. So if people would ask me, Mom, what do you want to eat? Just hot soup, just hot soup lang. So I saw the love of people, the support system that we had, the family, our church community, our friends, the love from all of the community and the people that you have invested your life with. Because you know, life is about relationships.
That's true.
So the relationship is tested when you are in a very uncomfortable and difficult situation. Di ba, Lance?
It's always good, ano eh, to have good relationships with people. Kasi, very briefly, yung sa akin, the people that rescued me in the gym, I don't even know them in person. But whenever I go to the gym, I'm friendly with everybody. I'm never mayabang. So when I was in trouble, all these people that I see every day but don't know were there for me. So this guy whom I don't know at all, he was the one that rushed me to the hospital. Binantayan nila ako. They never left until my family came. And I don't even know them. So I
Wow.
think that's the blessing of being nice to everyone because they're gonna be there for you.
That's true. Grabe. Ang galing. Um, awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, I'm gonna watch this over and over, Lance. If I feel I need to be boosted, I'm gonna watch this episode over and over again. That's what I do. That's what I do. Actually, when I feel I want to be encouraged and I want the Lord to speak to me, I pick some of my episodes na nakaka-bless. Although all of the episodes naman ni Mamou be my lessons learned, but I play favorites also.
And
So,
it's
so
blessing your show in itself. You're a blessing to people kasi yung show mo is a source of inspiration for your audience, diba?
yes, yes, and I believe the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Well, he wanted to destroy me, but the Lord's plan prevailed because buhay ako. Sorry ka na lang, hindi ko pa panahon. I'm alive, we're here. And marami pa tayong gagawin, Lance. So, pwede pa tayong mag-partner in the future. Di ba?
Kailangan, we should have a new photo shoot after this MECQ. Pag balik na sa normal.
I know, right? Hindi lang.
Shoot wearing
Oo.
fashion, tsaka viewers.
Yeah, we should.
Clip na kayo.
Magpapapayat na ako.
Yan. Photo shoot kami ni Mamou V.
Oo nga, oo nga. That's true. Are you ready for the fifth question?
Yes, please.
Ayan. The last question. From that incident, how did it help you be a better person and what life lesson did you learn?
Well, this experience of mine gave me more responsibilities. Because before this, I was merely an entertainer. My job description was to make people happy through my music or through my acting. But after my accident, I also became, a role model, especially for the youth. In fact, I've traveled around the country. Umabot ako hanggang Mindanao, actually. And I had speaking engagements for students. I would do this for free, all the campuses, especially at the peak, back in 2015. The schools would contact me, and then I'd fly to the schools to talk to the children. And then right now, I have a huge following in social media. So I've learned to use this more for goodness. Like the more followers I have, I realize my reach to the public is also wider. So now I post with responsibility. Like when you post, kasi the kids try to emulate you, especially if they idolize you, diba?
That's true.
So I think life became better because now I'm more mindful of what I do because I know people are watching. So, it taught me taught me how to use my popularity in a better way.
Yes. And your platform has widened because now you have gone all the way down to the youth. So, mas lumawak pa yung platform mo, right?
Yeah. Tsaka ano kasi, it's proof, no, that you don't have to be, people think kasi, kung mabait ka, boring ka. If you're wholesome, they think you're not the life of the party. My image is still a fun guy. My image is still the life of the party. But at the same time, I combine being fun to being good.
Correct.
It's actually possible, diba? It's actually possible. And yung image ko also is I'm a very cool guy. In Tagalog, kuwela ako. But I'm a good person. I'm a good influence to them. So yun, may kita ng mga kids na you don't have to be shy or afraid to show your goodness to your friends because you could still be good and fun at the same time.
That is so true. And alam mo, Lance, sa Mamou, meron tayong paraffle every episode. Now, in this episode, Direct Bench, are we going to be able to paraffle pa? Can you please let me know? Because our sponsor for tonight's paraffle, we have 3 paraffles if we still have the time. It's for COVID. So from Meta Orient, courtesy of Miss Dr. Elise Conza. Ayan, Direct Bench, please come in na, join us na.
Congratulations, Dr. Elise, for winning beauty title, di ba?
Yes, congratulations.
Yes,
Dr. Elise Sonsa, ayan, ikaw ay may crown na din. Okay.
Hi, Lance. Hi, Mamou. You know, I just want to commend Lance for being such a nice guy. Kasi parang I remember the last time, first time ko siya makita, parang at first parang mag-hesitate ka na, parang he looks suplado. pero hindi, parang same time Mamou ng ano sa kanya, parang sa una parang he's very social, he's snobbish, pero sa totoo hindi talaga. He's a very nice guy, and ayun, parang eto lang parang itong sasabihin ko lang sa mga kabataan ngayon and sa mga baguhang artista. I hope, kasi si Lance, considering Lance na marami na napatunayan sa industry, pero he's still parang down to earth person. 'Di ba? Kasi yung iba diyan, Mamou, like parang social media artista pa lang pero akala mo kung sino nang sikat, 'di ba?
Correct.
Pero si Lance, hindi ko siya nakikita ng gano'n. In fact, 'di ba parang napakaraming beses natin nakapag-collab, napag-work together. At hindi mo siya makikitaan ng, alam mo yung parang ibang artista kasi ang hirap ng i-approach, ang hirap na maka-work kasi you need to talk to someone para maka-collab. Pero si Lance, totally wala talagang problem at all.
That is true. Ako ay saksi niyan dahil isang salita ko lang, Lance, baka pwede kang mag-guest reveal Mamou. Ay, oo, kaagad siya. So, nakaka-bless kaagad because you are true. Marami na rin akong, ayan, Joseph, ayan si Joseph, magpasalamat. Marami na rin akong mga nakilalang mga celebrities. Alam mo kasi lang, sa kabataan ko, nag-extra si Mamou. Nag-model si Mamou sa mga kabataan ko, tsaka nagko-commercial model. So, because I
Eskinol, di ba? Eskinol.
Eskinol.
Tama ba?
Wala na Eskinol ngayon.
Wala na ba?
Wala na. So, anyway, nag-extra ako. So, syempre kami mga extra lang. Estudyante lang kasi ako noon. So, nag-extra ako kasi probinsyana. So, pampadagdag ng mga allowances. So, pag nakikita mo yung mga artista, syempre, sila, sikat-sikat sila. So, makikita mo yung may ere, may ganito. And even now, pag may nakakasama tayong mga ibang celebrity na hindi naman super sikat na katulad ni Lance Raymundo, ay may mga attitude. But then again, I always say, it is because the person has a different heart. Iba-iba ang puso natin. Kaya iba-iba rin yung nakikita sa panglabas natin. Because a lot of times, minsan hindi mo alam eh. Like ako, halimbawa, nakangiti ako. Nakangiti ako kasi meron akong naisip na nakakatuwa. So, nakangiti ako. Tapos pagtingin ko ganyan, ay, may tao palang nakatingin sa akin. Nakangiti rin siya sa akin kasi nakangiti ako. So, feeling niya, ay, ang bait naman nito si Mamou, nakangiti sa akin. Tapos, babatiin ako. Di babatiin ko na rin. Hi! Hindi ko naman sinasabi sa kanila, may naalala lang ako. John Gornes, sa likod, join ka na.
There's John.
Lance is really a nice person, yes. And very generous at heart. Ayan. Thank you.
Ayan. Yeah. Oo. So, yun nga, Mamou, parang, di ba, sa mga kabataan ngayon, I hope maging inspiration sa kanila si John. Si Lan. Si John. Yeah, of course, John too. And, ayun, kasi, hindi naman, di ba, Lan, sa panahon ngayon, yung mga artista, panahon lang yan, no? So, may time na not so sikat, may time na sikat. So, maging lesson yun kung paano tayo tungo lalo sa mga fans natin and sa mga tao as well. Yeah.
Ako, I believe that Lance is gonna be a Hall of Famer ito. Magiging Hall of Famer ito si Lance kasi hindi siya yung bright star ngayon because his light is gonna shine for all eternity. Up to eternity because you're gonna be a Hall of Famer lang. Simply because of your heart. Dahil napakaganda busilak yung puso mo, nakikita yun. Kahit na itago mo ang isang lamp, ang isang light, kahit itago mo yan, takpan mo yan, lalabas yung kinang niya at yung sikat niya. And that is yung
tsaka maganda pa, isa pa maganda kay Lance kasi sinusupport niya yung mga baguhang like mga baguhang artista, baguhang brand, product. So, yun ang isa sa maganda kay Lance, di ba?
At saka nakikita ko yung mga endorse mo ng mga produkto, Lance. Hindi lang produkto, it is relevant and it helps nature. And it helps for us to go back to nature again kasi because of global warming, kailangan bumalik tayo. Balik tayo sa farming, balik tayo sa lupa, balik tayo sa pagtatanim, balik tayo doon sa organic, balik tayo sa dati pa. Kasi because of too much modernization, nasira natin ang mundo natin. Hindi ba ga?
That's true. Speaking of that, since Bisaya kayo, di ba? I want to invite all our friends in Cebu who are watching to join the Light It Forward campaign of Litter of Light. So ito yung solar lamps. It's man-made.
Wow!
Wow!
Si Ilak Diaz has an NGO. It's called Litter of Light. So sa Cebu, for April 27, there's going to be an event kasi the 500 years of the Philippines.
Wow!
So, if you're watching, just remember Litter of Lights, Light It Forward.
On April 27, that's 2 days from now. Are you gonna go to Cebu?
No, I'm here lang, but then it's ongoing in Cebu right now. So yung mga nanonood sa Cebu, remember.
Yes. Sa mga taga Cebu, please watch. Ayan, where will that be in Cebu, Lance?
They could visit, in my Instagram naman, I posted an announcement about it. So I think si Ilak Diaz has people in Cebu who will guide them on how to do it.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Let's support that. Mga kumamo, supportahan natin si Lance at si Ilak Diaz. Ayan. Ang galing naman. And for now, I'd like to thank si Joseph Lulap and Dulce for the beautiful letter that you have sent, dear Mamou V. Hindi na naibigay ni Direct Bench yung buong letter ni Joseph. You're so sweet. Ang galing nitong mama na to. I love this couple. Oo, mahal na mahal ko yung mag-asawa na yan. Sobrang, nakaka-bless. So, Direct Bench, pwede pa ba tayong magpa-raffle?
Yeah, sure, sure. So let ask na Lance siguro to
Okay.
give the question. Yeah.
Okay. Lance, every episode natin meron tayong pa-question, pa-raffle. So, you will give the 3 questions. Bigay mo na yung question, tapos while we are chatting and waiting for the answers to your question, pakita natin direct bench kung ano yung ating magiging raffle prizes.
Yeah, we have
Pero ano muna, bago mo ipakita, magtatanong muna si Lance ng 3 tanong wherein yung ating interview sa kanya kanina. And mga kamamo, pagka sumagot kayo, there are 2 requirements. You need to share this episode. Share the episode. Share the episode. And then, pag sumagot kayo, hashtag Dear Mamou B at saka yung tanong sa sagot ni Lance. Ayan. I have a question for Lance.
let's have one question lang para hindi sila mahirapan. One question lang. Yeah.
Sige, isa lang. Okay,
Yeah.
one question.
Yeah, and
May
before
question
that,
dyan.
Jan has a question. So sabi niya, what can you say about the newbies in the showbiz, how to stay strong and longer in the industry? Ayan.
That first, no? Okay, for the newcomers, most importantly, you really have to love your job. And you have to also know the value of your job. No? Sometimes, nowadays especially, that all you have to do is post on Instagram or YouTube, all of a sudden may career ka na. Because it comes a little easier, yung pagpapahalaga mo sa career mo isn't as much as kami during our time na we really had to go through the eye of the needle just to get to where we are. But as easily as something could come, madali rin siya mawala. So if you really want it to last, you really have to value it and really give your all and give 100%. And for the actors naman, especially yung mga lumalabas sa teleserye or sa movie, we really have to do our homework. Binibigay yung script a few days before taping naman eh. So dapat, pagdating ng script, let's study na. Let's not cram. Kasi I've worked with some guys na pagkarating na lang sa set, binabasa yung script. And that's the reason kung bakit nagkaka-delay or nagagalit yung mga director. But kaming mga medyo mas lumang artista.
Luma talaga.
Pro. Ang tawag doon, pro.
Diba? Yeah, you have to do your homework. When you go to school, ready ka na. Hindi ka mapapagalitan ni professor, di ba? And very good naman yung daloy ng shooting. So, if you keep that kind of attitude, you're gonna stay longer.
Yes.
Natawa ko doon sa luma.
And really giving your full heart into what you do.
That is so true. That is so true. Tama yun. So, yung mga iba, yung mga artista dyan, mahalin nyo ang career ninyo. Hindi yung pagising lang kayo, gusto nyo magtrabaho, hindi. Kailangan pagising mo, masaya na. At
one last thing, magbigay po guys sa mga senior. Like if you enter the set, dumaan si Chando Romero or someone, kahit na hindi kakilala personally, you say
magbigay
hi,
galang.
It's our responsibility as newcomers to introduce ourselves to our seniors and show them respect and importance, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And thank you, Lance Raymundo. Si Kuya was the one that trained me to be that way. So the first time I worked with Eddie Garcia, siyempre nakaka-starstruck, di ba? Pero siyempre, ako yung baguhan, ako yung nagpakilala. So I'm like, Sir Eddie, ako po si Lance Raymundo, bagong artista. And like, oh, pleased to meet you, young man. O, sabi niya, difference kami.
Oh, nice!
Until the last time I saw him, he never forgot.
Yeah.
Diba? So, ganun lang sa showbiz, you know.
Oh, kasi hindi yung parang dinadaan-daan. Kasi parang one time, parang nasa set din ako noon, parang yung parang yung mga young guys, parang dinadaan-daanan yung mga seniors. Parang dapat 'di ba, parang magrespeto man lang sila kasi 'di ba, parang magbigay galang. Mm-hmm.
Pero pwede rin
kasi laging
even hindi sila bastos but maybe they're shy, di ba?
Yeah. Maybe.
Shyness. Kasi hindi mo nung pinatukan nila eh. So, you know, we have to play the game right, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
It also reflects on your mentor, kasi there are some managers, ng mga parents nila ang manager. So they teach the artistas very, very early na, oh, pag may bumati sa inyo, hi, hello, kahit hindi nyo kilala, or kung hindi nyo kilala, hi tita, hi tito. So makikita mo kung sino dito may breed na naturuan maayos, at saka yung mga wala lang, ganun lang, maganda lang ang mukha, maartista na hindi naturuan na dinadaan-daanan ka lang.
Parang Mamo, parang basic. That's the basic. Kahit artista ka man o hindi, 'di ba? Dapat magbigay respeto tayo sa mga medyo nakakatanda.
That's true. Kasi tatanda rin kayo.
Never too late. Always come on time. 30 minutes.
Di ba? Tatanda rin kayo. Ako nung kabataan ko medyo may pagkapilya ako eh. Ay naku, yung matandang yan. And then, nung maliit pa ako, and then may narinig ako. Itong anak, kasi yung papa ko, sikat ang parents ko sa probinsya eh. Sikat. Sabi, etong anak ni sir, maldita itong batang to. O hindi lang cute. Tapos sabi ko, ay sorry po. Sabi, next time huwag ganyan ihanga kasi mga tita-tita ko rin yung mga lola-lola ko. Next time, you don't do that. Huwag mong sasabihin ko. Kasi tatanda ka rin, bata ka. Hoy, natakot ako. Ay, opo, tita, I will do that. So from that day on, naging marespeto ako sa mga elderly kasi, ay, oo nga, tatanda rin pala ako, di ba? O baka mamaya pagtanda ako, eto na, matanda na ako, senior. O baka mamaya, di ba, mamaltrato ka pa ngayon, senior ka. So, sowing and reaping again. So, what you sow is what you reap. Kung ano yung pinunla mo, yun din yung aanihin mo. Di ba? So, Lance, ayan na, throw the one and only question.
Ayan.
Sa pinag-usapan natin.
Ganun.
Yung pinag-usapan natin kanina.
Okay. Ano yung nahulog sa mukha ko?
Ayun. Ano yung nahulog sa mukha ni Lance?
Ni Lance.
Gym accident. In English, please, Lance.
That was 2014, right, Lance?
For our English-speaking audience, I had an accident in 2014. Something fell on my face. So what was that object that fell on my face? Clue.
Yeah.
My accident happened by agent.
Lance, I have a question din sa'yo. Parang, di ba parang sabi nilagyan daw ng parang bakal yung face mo. Tama ba?
What? Ano nilagyan ng
parang
bakal?
yung face. Tama ba?
I have titanium implants on my face.
Yeah, titanium. Yeah.
So hindi naman siya nagko-cause ng like, 'di ba, parang once na nag-enter ka sa isang sa mall, parang wala namang ganoon. Na parang
mga airports lang.
Yeah, oo.
Mga scanners.
I would ring alarms because I always travel with my family. So in the airport, may sound. So meron akong certificate na may implants ako sa mukha. Kasi even if they search my body, wala silang makita. But then eventually, a couple of years after, nag-stop na siya. So in short, sabi ng doctor, I think the bones started growing over the implant. So it's really part of my face now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay.
Titanium yan, direct bench. Kasi may pamangkin ako. Yan, nagkaroon ng car accident. Doon din siya, reconstructive surgery. Nose were broken. Ganun din, yung lumabas yung papa, yung gano'n. And,
Iron Man.
Lance, you are an Iron Man.
Literally.
Ayan, sumagot si Dulce. Ayan, ilan na? Mga kamamo, come on now, type.
Come on, join. Ito yung mapapanalunan nyo. Parang ilang ba, Mamou, ang mapapanalunan?
Ang bumagsak mukha ko.
How many pieces?
Okay, ito yung mapapanalunan ng mananalo tonight. Isang set siya ng copper mask at saka yung alcohol. So, isang set.
Alcohol, yeah.
Yes.
Ipapatok na lang namin sa inyo. Yeah, ipapatok.
Yeah, I love copper math.
Ipapatok-tok. Teka muna, sponsor na ba natin si Tok-Tok? Kailangan sponsor mo si Tok-Tok.
Yeah, ano kami, Mamo, operator kasi si Pink Rose and nag-ano kami together. So, di ba?
Oh, edi kayo na magpapatok niyan. So, direct bench, asan yung alcohol to pair?
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah.
We
Alcohol
have
ba
it.
yung galawin?
It's a set of alcohol and copper mask.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Meta Orient.
Orient Medical School.
Yeah. Alcohol yata. Wait lang, ipakita ko ha.
Yes,
Parang pinakita ko yun.
Yes,
Ay, wala, sorry. Si Mamo pala yun.
Yung alkaline water jug ng Meta Orient is very good.
Si Yeah, so
sa next pag may available stock na si Queen Elise. Queen Elise, that's how I'm gonna call you from now on. You are our Queen Elise. Yeah.
Elise, oo. So ito, papakita ko sa kanila yung alcohol. Ito yung mga alcohol nila. Ay, nawawala pala, sorry.
Basta makakarating na lang sa inyo mamaya.
Turtleneck na John Guarnes. If
Oo
somebody
nga.
wants to buy one of those, saan makakabili niyan?
Ayan, John Guarnes. Bench.
Yung suot ni Ben.
Yes. Yeah, you can message us na lang sa Facebook. Yeah, sa Facebook and sa social media ni John.
Gusto mo
message
kumain
na
na
kami.
konti, Bench. I-model mo naman. I-model mo.
Hanggang ganito lang.
Very
Yan,
nice.
ganyan. Yan. It's very comfy. Yeah, actually.
Nasaan yung akin? John Guarnes.
Di ba? Ayan, ang dami na sumagot. So,
it's comfortable.
So, ano natin?
Di ba, Lance? Nasaan yung atin? Bakit si si Bench lang? Dapat turun tayo, ikaw at saka ako.
Ayan, and Mamo, i-promote din natin pala yung sa Lance, I hope sa Saturday maka-join ka ha. It will be the launching of Ganap magazine. We have a launching via Zoom. Yeah.
Yes. Please join us, Lance.
Yeah, nandun tayo syempre. The Ganap TV Awards, isa sa mga featured doon.
While waiting also, I want to say hi to the crew and the cast and also everybody involved in Caught in the Act movie. It's a movie that we'll start shooting at the end of May. So,
wow.
During the quarantine, may mga pelikula pa rin ginagawa. So, hello, director.
Wow. Hello, sa cast. Yan, galing naman. Hello sa inyo. And keep safe while you are shooting. Are you going to be in a bubble, Lance, for the shooting?
Bubble, and usually quarantine namin is more than 1 week bago magsimula yung shooting. So everything is always safe.
Yes, that's nice. That's good. That's good. You have to be protected. It's so difficult.
Don't forget to take your vitamins, everybody.
Yes, and you need to sleep at least 8 hours a day so that your immune system will be very, very strong. Alam nyo, walang gamot sa virus na yan. Ang gamot is your body to have a strong immune system. That is when you sleep at least 8 hours
well
every day, and if you can sleep early, better. And then vitamins D and vitamin C. Ayan.
Ayan.
I should know because na-experience ni Mamou ito. So, maraming behind the scenes na mga kwento, na mga side effects, but I rebuke the side effects and I say I will be well in a few months. Kasi sabi nila 3 to 6 months daw, Lance. So, I'm saying 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months ang full recovery from COVID. Wow. Kasi may mga side effects pa siya. Meron pa kaming mga nararamdaman. Sometimes in the afternoon, I feel headache.
na hindi ko naman nakukuha yung headache na yan. And then, nakakapagod. I can only do this talk like once a day lang. Hindi ako pwedeng magtawag or makipag-usap ng marami. So, ayun. So, but I'm saying the Lord will give me quick recovery. Yeah.
Ayan. So, sa mga gusto ko mag-join, sagot lang kayo.
Oo. Mga kamamo, sagot-sagot na.
Sagot-sagot, oo.
Alcohol.
Oh, malay nyo isang galon ng alcohol ang bigay ni Queen Elise.
Correct.
Let me check ha. Ay, wala.
Mga isang galon yan. Isang galon yan talaga. No,
Na alcohol, oo.
5 gallons ka mo.
Yeah, exactly. Oo.
5 gallons ka mo. Yun, di ba? Because we only
so, pakita
have...
natin. Oo.
Oo.
Pakita natin yung alcohol. Nandito siya. Wala pa rin.
Ayan.
Sorry.
Natutuwa ako sa iyo, Direk.
Kasi,
Yan yung itsura ko lang. Matuma pa ako dyan.
ayan, nakita ko na siya finally, Mamou. Yan. A while ha. Ayan, panoorin lang natin. And syempre, acknowledge natin ang ating sponsor tonight, ang Meta Orient, courtesy of Queen Elise. Ayan, alcohol, di ba?
Yan.
Ayun.
Ating, yan ang alcohol from Meta Orient together
Meta
with
Orient.
Copper Mask. Yan.
Hi, Bensi. Si Bensi Handok is watching.
Hi, Benzi. Kailan mo kami i-guest sa Brand Asia channel?
When you guess in Brand
Nag-volunteer.
I hope you could guess in my show. Brand Star.
Nag-volunteer na, no?
Ano yun, Lance? Can you come again?
Pag mag-guest ka sa Brands Asia, I hope you could guess in my show. Kasi yung show ko naman, I talk about how businesses operate even in the midst of the pandemic. So
Yes.
you have a purpose for business. So we're gonna talk about, how the protocols in your company, in your factories, all these good things, and how the world survives in the midst of the pandemic. So yun naman yung premise ng show ko, which is Brand Start.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Ayan, no.
Pwede.
Ayan, so, join na kayo
Maraming,
para makapag-proceed na tayo.
sa business ko, maraming protocol na ko. You will not like it. Before you can enter the building, there's so many requirements, so many
Which
documents,
is a good thing.
so many clearances.
That's a good thing. At least talagang assured yung safety at kaligtasan ng mga tao. And also the clients, when they buy furnitures, alam nila na the furniture are very clean and free from any virus, diba?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Ayan,
Ayun.
so,
For the raffle.
Yes, we're waiting for the raffle. So, mga kamamo, kasi we're gonna have...
Same
Ayan,
people
ayun.
ang nakikita ko. Same people.
That's
Jan,
what-
join ka na.
So we have Tess, Dulce, Cathy, Evangeline, and Dan. Ayan.
Ayan.
Whoever will
Testing
be
lang ko, ha?
Sa mga winners, please,
Testing lang siya.
paki-text na lang, paki-text, pakibigay ng inyong address para maipatok na yan ni Correct Bench at saka ng ating sponsor. Di ba, Correct Bench?
Yes, oo.
Yan.
Ayan, kayang-kaya ng tok-tok yan. Basta within the Metro Manila or Cavite, Laguna. I'm not sure sa Laguna.
Metro
Ayan.
Manila. Hindi na Metro Manila ang Laguna.
I'm not sure kung kasama ang Laguna, but Cavite is kasama siya. Mhm. Yan. Ayan, so I think let's proceed with the raffle.
Yes, let's proceed.
Okay.
Ayan.
Ayan.
At ang ating tugtog, right bench.
Ay,
Ooh.
grabe si Scotty.
Si Scotty, panalo na naman si Scotty.
Si Scotty na nag-aantay pa ng tablet niya, Mamou.
Ay, kasi naman, na-COVID si Mamou eh.
Oo.
So, hayaan mo, pagka pinikap ni John dito yung kanyang spare parts, papadala ko na yung kanyang pero kailangan may awarding
May awarding.
Isama mo,
Yan.
isama mo na kahit dito tayo sa may lobby. Ma-award natin kay Scotty at may pakita natin sa Dear Mamou, di ba, Lance?
Oo, pero bawal ang bata lumabas.
Hindi naman siya yung
so,
lagi pa bawal pala ang bata lumabas. Kailangan pala tayong sumunod sa protocol. So Lance, do you have any last message to our viewers?
I'm thankful, first of all, na finally natuloy din our interview. I know this was scheduled probably more than a month ago, but unfortunately, I found out what happened to you just now. So you had COVID, but praise God, you're well now. So thank you for finally having me here in your show, and thank you sa lahat ng nanood. I hope that our humble sharing became a source of inspiration for everybody. And so keep watching Mamou for all your positivity that you need to get through life and all its hardships in one piece. And also watch me at Brand Star Creates the New Norm. That's going to be once a week. It's a business show. So thank you once again and have a great week ahead, everybody.
Yes, ayan. Thank you so much, Lance. Nako, Direct Bench, anong parting words mo tonight? Bago natin ibigay natin.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Lance, for the inspiring story, and thank you for sharing. And I hope everyone learned a lot from you. And so just keep going on, and kaya natin ang lahat. We can do this together, and let's help each other. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Right. Direct Bench, ipakita na natin yung aking word, yung verse for the day. Ayan. So, dito sa Mamou, I'd like to thank again ang ating letter sender, si Joseph Lulab, and Lance, maraming salamat. Thank you so very much for your kindness and your kind generosity and your humility. You are so blessing our viewers tonight. So, ang verse natin tonight is Ephesians 4, verse 32, which says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. So, know in your heart na pinatawad, God forgave you first. Because if you do not know that, it would be difficult for us to also forgive. So, our guest tonight has such a huge heart and so awed of his testimonies of many things, hindi lang yung sa accident. But it's just awesome, Lance, and I am very sure the viewers of Dear Mamou, which is global, my friends in the US and even in Europe, they randomly pick some of the episodes, and some of those episodes that they have not watched, they watch it and they share it with their friends also in the US and even in Europe. So we are globally watched, Lance. So
I don't spoken in English the whole time, but I could always guest her again in the future for our international guests.
Yes, that's right.
Let's talk again, and let's devote it to our international audience. So thank you so much also for sharing your time with us here at Mamou.
Yes. So tonight. Thank you so much, mga kamamo, mga kaganap. We are so blessed, and I just pray that it's not just the hearing, but I pray that we will be able to practice it, because as we practice, it will be perfected. We become masters of the word. You speak the word and then you do it. You practice it every single day, and then you will be able to forgive just as much as Lance was able to forgive right away. So there's no if, no but. It was just prompted by his heart. So let us be like Lance, who has the love, the pure love in his heart, and he just wants to be a blessing even to the trainer. So again, mga kamamo, maraming salamat. Thank you very much to our international viewers. Hanggang dito na lang si Dear Mamou V. Mamou V loves you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.